Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. I'm Matt. Today I am playing, as you can see from above, I'm playing Star Trek Captain's Chair. Plan is to play the whole game, but you never know. I might run out of steam halfway through because it's quite involved, this game. I'm playing with the bot. The last time I did this, I played Shran, I think, just as a cadet training thing. But I'm playing with the bot this time, and I'm playing Picard, and the bot will be Sisko. I thought that was kind of appropriate as they don't certainly start off having a good relationship because Locutus killed his wife. So, you can understand. He would be a bit pissed off. So I'm going to play this probably in my first playthrough where I was in cadet training. I explain a bit more. I'm going to try and keep moving with this, but I do like to explain what I'm trying to do. But it's quite involved. But please come along with me. So let's look at the table. So you can see most of the market here. The decks of cards are above. It's just this little thing. We have incident cards, which are bad things. We have the locations over here. So this is places we can visit and make our own locations. Here's Picard. Here's the bot of Sisko, which works a bit differently. Obviously, he has special cards for his turns. The Stardate cards, which are basically have glory, which are victory points, which will run down. And when we get to the end, when we've got no more glory on the last card, then we have another round, and that's the end of the game. I am first player, so I will go first, and I'll just get started. So we have 5 cards at the start. Usually 5 cards are drawn, and let's have a look at what we've got. So I have an incident card which is in my deck, so this is -2 points, as you can see there. I have diplomacy, which gets me cards from my deck and moves me up on the influence track, which is the yellow track. The influence will determine what certain cards' victory points are at the end of the game. I have Will Riker, who can be promoted to be a duty officer, which means he stays sort of in my display. He can also be played. Draw 2 cards from discard. You may spend 1 dilithium to send an away team to a location. I have 5 away teams. That's how we get locations, along with our ships, like the Enterprise. He has a resupply, which so when he's duty officer, we will discard the top card of our deck and gain 1 latinum. And also when he's a duty officer, he has these activations that we can use at any time, and that taps the card. So 1-time use unless the card gets reset. We've got Analyze, so we can take an incident to gain a ship, which means getting a ship from the market. And discard 2 cards to gain a cargo. Or we can just free play. This is a free action when it doesn't have the little chip symbol by it. We can gain 2 dilithium. And we have set a course, which if we discard 3 persons, we can discard up to 3 persons to send the same number of away teams to the same location. Or we can free play, draw a card, then discard a card, warp up to 2 of your ships. So yeah, moving things around. Just a little chat about Picard. He has certain goals, missions that he wants to complete. One is peace negotiations, which will give us 5 points at the end of the game. And the goal is to have 3 allies on the same ship and at least 2 of my tracks, so the military influence or research at 4. And this is the 4 place here. He has Arbiter of Succession, so very thematic. This is what he did with Worf. So the goal is to have 3 Klingons on the same ship. If we do that, we get a reward and seek out new life, which gives us 2 victory points at the end of the game. Goal, have 6 different species, excluding cards with human Starfleet in play. Each alien and each transcendent counts as a different one. So, different species is good as well. This is a really good one to complete because we take top of the discovery. The top discovery. Ooh, that's interesting. I think it means encounter. I've never noticed that before. But the encounter deck is here. And these are good cards that can only be got in special ways. Okay, so let's try and get something done. We start off with 1 glory, 1 dilithium, and 1 latinum. So we need allies. Diplomacy, we can gain an ally, but we have to log the card, which means it goes behind Jean-Luc Picard, and we can't use it again. It's out of the game. Diplomacy also moves us up on our influence track, which is quite good, and it's a free play. Riker, we can discard 2 cards from our discard pile, but we don't. We can draw 2 cards, sorry, from our discard pile, but we don't have any cards in our discard. I think what we're going to do is we're going to promote Riker. So on our Enterprise, we have certain activations, and one of them is promote a person from your hand to duty officer. So if we tap, I'm just going to get some tokens. I'll probably forget to use these as well. But we're going to tap the Enterprise, and we're going to promote a person from our hand to duty officer. So Riker will go here. So he goes out of our hand, he goes here. So now every round there's a resupply, which is at the start of a round. We can discard the top card of our deck to gain 1. We discard the top of our deck to get 1 latinum. I think we're going to play Analyze for the free action to get 2 dilithium. And then we are going to is there a location that would be of interest to us? We want to move up on our research and influence tracks most of all. Military, not Picard style, and it's quite hard actually. The multipliers, which mean that we score points for cards with the military symbol on the bottom right hand corner, is quite high up on this one, whereas these are much lower. We start scoring. So it's good to get these skill symbols because they will help us move up tracks eventually. And the Armagosa Observatory does have a skill, a research skill. And also when we gain that card, we may gain a person. If it is a scientist engineer, we gain 1 glory. So that's pretty cool. It also has a reaction with encounter cards. Yeah. So I think I'm going to Play set a course for free. So we draw a card and then we discard a card. So I think I'm going to discard the incident. I'll get rid of that. I need to get rid of that, but I'll get rid of it another time. So draw a card, then discard a card, warp up to 2 of your ships. So I'm going to warp the Enterprise to the Armagosa Observatory to put my claim there. Okay. And then now I have Farpoint Station. So as an action, I can put Farpoint Station out into my staging area, which is this area. Sorry, not staging area. It's actually called Fleet Area. So I played this for an action, so I use one of these, which are cool. And then we play the control action. Now we control it, we gain 1 glory, and glory always comes from the Stardate card. So I take 1 glory, and now I have 2. And now this is one of my things that I have out, Farpoint Station. And if I have an away team here, draw a card. I can use that every turn if I have a away team. So I'm going to play Diplomacy next, which is a free action. Spend 1 dilithium to draw 2 cards. So we've got Wharf and Recruit, and discard 1 of them and gain 1 influence. So I will move up the influence track, and then I've got to discard 1 of these. Ooh, that's interesting. Wharf can be played. We take an incident and discard it. Discard the top card of your deck. Send 2 away teams to a neutral location. That's cool because the this neutral location, if next turn we have 3 on here and Sisko doesn't have anything on here, then we will control that location, which would be good. Recruit is put a card on top of your deck to gain a person. That's not going to work for us. But take an incident to gain an ally, and we are looking for allies. The question is, which am I going to do first? I really want to get that location, so I'm going to discard Recruit. And I'm going to play Wharf. Take an incident, so we take is put into our hand, and discard it. So discarding is discarding. Discard the top card of your deck, which is good. We're getting through our deck, which we want to do. Send 2 away teams to a neutral location. So we will send them. Will we send them to where the Enterprise is? Sure. It may mean we have to discard the Enterprise because when we control a location, all these go back, and if there's any ships there, they get discarded. But that's okay. I can probably deal with that. Now, we do have 1 action left, but I've used all my cards. But I think I've used them quite well. So there's nothing else we can do. So that is the end of our actions. So then we go to clean up. First of all, we would resolve a Stardate card, but they're none to be resolved. We place Glory. So we take the top Glory and put it on one of the cards in the market that we want. We want allies and people, particularly, and Klingons. I think the Adosians ally is an alien, so they would count towards our Seek Out New Life as well. And they're an ally, so I'm going to put my glory token on that. That means they're less likely to be... well, they can't be discarded, and they're less likely to be taken, I think. Okay, so that apart from discarding all the cards in my staging area, but not the ones that are here. And then we draw up to 5. So 1. So there are no more cards left, so I have to shuffle. And much like in Imperium, we put the top card of this deck on here, and then we deal them out. So the reserve deck are starting to come out every time we get through our set of cards. So now we have Beverly Crusher. Okay, so that's the end of our turn. So now we're going to Sisko's turn. So Sisko, the bot, uses these cards, but also what he's going to do. First of all, there is a resupply action which he doesn't do. We look at control, but he doesn't have any anything on any of the locations. So then he does his actions. So we look to the Stardate card and it says 2 on it. That means he's going to draw 2 cards and these 2 cards are going to activate. So we do them in the order that they've come out. So we turn over the first one, and this is Kira Nerys, who is a person. She's Bajoran, attack, and ops. So first of all, we look down the traits. Let me see, can I get a bit closer? Yeah, so we look down the traits and see if any of these traits that she has come up first. And Bajoran is the first one, so that's the one that we're going to activate. So she will gain Sisko 1 influence and 1 military, and they take an incident. So when the bot takes a card, they place the card on top of the bot deck. So there it goes. And if an ally is in the bot discard, send 2 away teams to a neutral location. No. Otherwise, you dismiss one of your duty officers. Oh, that's a shame. Riker gets dismissed. Down Sisko. Down Kira Nerys, actually. And the bot gains 2 military. So they go up to 3 military already. If this card is a person, promote it to duty officer. So Kira is, and she can be promoted. So she goes above Sisko as duty officer. And also, this card suits with no duty officer. It now turns over to suits with duty officer, which is bad news. Does better things for them. And we go on to their second card, which is a directive. So directives are on this side. So if able to do both, log a controlled location, not a starbase, and remove 2 away teams to take the top encounter card. We can't do that because they have no away teams out. Otherwise, send an away team to a neutral location. So Benjamin has 6 away teams. So when they send with the most of bots tokens, and if tied, the most valuable to them. So what do we have? And they can't send their away team here because I have a ship there. And one of the rules is if someone has a ship somewhere, you can't send away team there unless you have the same number of ships. So they're going to look at these 2 cards and they will take the most valuable. And for the bot, they count skills and they count where they are on their tracks, and they just count the points. So this one has 3 glory and it has a skill, so that will be 4. So that's most valuable to them. We'll get them the most points. So they send their away team to a neutral location and they gain 1 influence and they dismiss the duty officer. So Kira didn't last long. She gets dismissed. And this card flips back. And that's the end of their 2 actions. So they will now clean up. They would resolve a stardate and they discard cards. So just that one gets discarded. And now they also place a glory. So they will place a glory on the one that is least valuable to us, to me, to Picard. So glory tokens are included in this. So this one would be 4, this one would be 2. This one would be 0 because I'm 0 on the track. And this one also is 0. When this is the case, they will place on the leftmost. That's right, Samurai. I think that's right. That's what I remember. So that's the end of their turn. So we've done 1 whole round here. So from now on, I will try to be a little bit quicker, but I do kind of like explaining things. I could be here all night. So it's my go. Right. So what are we going to do? Beverly gets rid of instant cards, but only from my discard pile. And I don't have any on my discard pile, unfortunately. So Beverly's a little bit useless this time. I could promote her to duty officer. After taking an incident while she's duty officer, discard a different card to return the incident and gain 1 glory. So that's quite cool because she will really push sort of not having to take lots of incidents and also taking glory. And the glory always comes from the Stardate cards, and that is the game timer. Oh, I've forgotten to do something. So we do resupply. We have no resupply actions. We also do control, and I do control the Armagosa Observatory. So all these are going to come back, apart from the Enterprise D, which will get dismissed. But we gain the Armagosa Observatory. And when we do that, we can gain a person. If it is a scientist, engineer, gain 1 glory. And Lanara Khan, who I don't know actually, but she must be DS9, I would think. Yeah, she must be. Can't remember, she vaguely rings a bell. Anyway, we can gain her, or we could gain the card off the top of the market, but we might as well gain her because she is a scientist. She has a glory token on her. So when we gain her, because she's a scientist, we get another glory, which comes from the Stardate card. She's replaced with Harry Mudd. And when we gain a card, we can either put them on the top of our deck or put them onto our discard pile. So let's decide, because we may spend 1 dilithium to gain 2 glory. You may take an incident to scan for an anomaly. Wow, that is a... I wish I could remember her story. She can also be promoted to duty officer, and an activation, spend dilithium to gain 1 glory for each anomaly you have in play. Max 3, dismiss this card. Farpoint Station is an anomaly, so I would gain glory from her. It's quite interesting because this card kind of promotes me pushing to get through the game quite quickly because she gives you a lot of glory. And then anomalies, so the more anomalies we can get. And also scan is an interesting thing. So when it just says scan, Scanning for a trait guarantees you to gain a card with the indicated. If any of the visible cards in the market have an indicated trait, gain one of them and place it on top of your draw deck. Otherwise, specify a suit and reveal cards from the top of that suit's deck until the card with the indicated trait is found to be gained. If found, place it on the top of your draw deck or in your discard and shuffle the other remaining cards you have revealed back into the corresponding deck. That's quite cool. Do you know what? I think I might put her on the top of my deck. Because what I'm going to do is... because I haven't got the Enterprise, I can't promote Beverly. And let me just look at Lenara again. Maybe I will put her in my discard and use her later. So I'm going to play... This Strange New Worlds doesn't work for me at the moment. Oh, I should replace that card. Archer 4, that would be quite useful for me because it has the influence skill on it. Okay, I'm going to play Utilize. So, Utilize for an action. Gain one speciality track, any one, for each matching skill icon you have in play. So at the moment, I have these two cards in play with the research skill. So I can move 2 up on research. So I've got to the 1. So now each research, if I complete one of these missions, goals, will be 1 victory point at the end of the game. Beverly's pretty useless to me. I'm going to play set a course for the free action, draw a card, then discard a card. So we've got Worf. I'm going to discard Beverly because I can't promote her. I'm going to play Diplomacy, which is free, to spend 1 dilithium, to draw 2 cards, and discard 1 of them. So I'm going to discard Red Alert, and I'm going to play Analyze for free to get 2 dilithium. And then with Worf, oh, that's not on me. Worf, I'm going to do an action to take an incident and discard it. So I've got a lot of incidents going on. Discard the top card of your deck and send 2 away teams to a neutral location. So I'm going to send them to Archer 4. And then I do have this card left. but I can't do anything with it. So I've lost my last action again. So now we resolve a star date, place glory. I think I'll just place it on the Edosians. And then we clear our staging area. And I could keep this card, but I'm going to send that back as well to the discard. And then I draw, so 1. I've got a lot of cards. I need to start getting these cards out. Reserve card, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, good. I got Enterprise, which is good. That's the end of my turn. So now it's Sisko's turn. So they would control, but they only have 1 away team out. So they're not controlling anything. So they're going to take their actions. So 2 cards again. And the first card is an incident. So the incident says discard the top card of the bot deck. Gain a military first, and then an influence, then a person or ally. And there is a military card, it is cargo, so they will gain this. So when the bot gains, it goes from the market to the bot discard pile. Return this card. So this incident card goes back to the incident deck. And then the next one is Quark. So Quark is a person, but he's a business-friendly shady. No, none of those. So we just go to the person, gain 1 influence, send an away team to a neutral location. So we, with send, will send with the most bot tokens, so they will go to Corvan 2. And then Quark gets promoted to duty officer, so we flip it over to the duty officer side, but that's the end of their turn. They will place glory. Oh, need to replace that card. And also, they've just taken the glory off the Stardate card. So we will get this Stardate card, and it will activate in our cleanup step. And we place 7 glory on the new Stardate cards. I really like this timer. I think it's really cool. So they will place it on the least valuable to us. This one is worth 5, so they're not going to place it there. 2, 3, and 1. So they'll place it on Harry Mudd. So it's our go. So we have the Enterprise back, and I really want the Enterprise out. So I'm going to play the Enterprise. So we deploy the Enterprise. We can warp this ship or beam a card there. We can beam cards from our hand. But I don't think I want to do that. So we can warp the ship, but I don't really want to. Do you know what? I'm going to... I don't want to lose the Enterprise again, so I'll just warp the Enterprise to Farpoint Station. So I'm also going to use First Contact, because it gets this card out of our hand, and that's pretty good. So first contact for an action, scan 2 of allies, log this card. So this card will go away. It's a one-time thing. So we can scan, which means we look at the top 2 cards of the ally deck. So we have the Emerald Chain. So they're Andorian, Orion. We have Bolians, which they're not a species, so they wouldn't add to our Seek Out New Life. The Andorians, I'm sure, would. Yes, they're on there. So we could take Andorian, the Emerald Chain ally. But I don't want to. I'm going to take this because it gives us 2 glory as well. And so these 2 cards we're not going to use. So they go back to the bottom of the ally deck. And we're taking this one. So a new ally comes out. And Picard has a special ability. And his special ability is, after gaining an ally, which we just have, discard a card to gain 1 glory, and you may beam the gained card to a ship, which is what we want because we want 3 allies on the same ship. So we have to discard a card. So I think we will... Actually, we could promote Worf. No, I'm going to discard Worf. Right, where were we? Yes. Discard a card to gain 1 glory. So we gain a glory. And you may beam the gained card to a ship. So we are going to beam the Adosians to the Enterprise. So they go behind on the Enterprise. And then this first contact card is logged. So it goes behind Jean-Luc Picard, never to be seen again until the end of the game anyway. So that's good. And then we have one more action. So we could gain another ally and log this card. But I think we might do the free play of this. Spend 1 dilithium to draw 2 cards. So we'll draw 2 cards. And discard 1 of them and gain 1 influence. So I don't need Analyze, so I'm going to discard that. I'm going to keep Will. And we gain 1 influence. So that was a free play. And then we have another play. So with Will, I really want Will to be out. Ooh, decisions. Oh, do you know what? I want to get rid of incident cards. So I think I'm going to use the top action. Discard a card to return this card. If the card has a military, gain 2 dilithium. But I'm going to discard Will, and he doesn't have military. But this card gets returned. So it goes back to the bottom of the incident deck. So that is the end of my turn. So then we go to clean up, and the Stardate card says, during the next player's cleanup step, wipe the market, removing all tokens. So these tokens go out of the game, and these cards go into the junk, which is here. So we are getting new cards. And then we place Glory as normal. So I'm going to place it on... Ooh, Talok is quite good for our Seek Out New Life because he has Romulan and Vulcan. But we do need allies still. So I'm going to put it on the Kelpian ally. And then we discard, so this card goes out. And draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. And that's the end of our turn. So now Sisko's turn. So resupply, no, never do it. Control, they only have 2 away teams on Corvan 2. So they're not going to control Corvan 2 yet. So then they do action. So it's still 2. So the first one is a directive. So if able to do both, log a controlled location, not a star base. Yes, they can do that. And remove 2 away teams. Yes, they can do that. So they're going to log this location, Bejor. And they're going to take these 2 away teams back. But what that means is take the top encounter. So they take, wow, Wesley Crusher encounter. And when they take a card, it goes to the top of the bot deck. And then, and log this card. So recruit directive gets logged as well. And then there's another Y, so that's the end of that. And then their next card is an incident. So they will take a military. So they are going to take the Zindi reptilian battleship. Which is probably bad news. They gain 1 military. And they return the incident card. The thing I should be doing. So that is the end of their turn. They would resolve a star date. They place a glory, so on the one that's least valuable to me, which is Talok, because it's worth nothing at the moment. And that's the end of their turn. So for me, I would like to get another... Oh, remove these. So I now have the Enterprise back out, which gives me any skill. So I could get 3 skills on my research, which would get me over the 4 mark for the peace negotiations. I have that card right now. Set a course is not great for me. I am going to have to play recruit. Take an incident. So I take an incident into my hand to gain an ally. So I'm going to gain the Kelpians. Gives me glory. And then use Picard's reaction after gaining an ally. Discard a card to gain 1 glory. So I'm going to discard one of the incidents. Discard a card to gain 1 glory. And you may beam the gain card to a ship. So I'm going to beam them to the Enterprise. So now we have 2 allies there. Thank you, Jean-Luc. And then the question is... I'm going to use Political Crisis, top 1. So this is an action. Discard a card to return this card. So I'm going to discard Strange New Worlds. So Political Crisis goes to the bottom of the incident deck. Oh, it does say, if this discarded card has influence, gain 1 Latinum. It doesn't. And then I think I will play Utilize. Gain 1 on the speciality track for each matching skill. So now I have 3 research. So I will get 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm up to 5. So I've also got one of the 2 skills up to past 5. And then I will play Set a Course, which is a free action. Draw a card. It's Beverly Crusher. And discard a card. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I know I shouldn't have really looked at that, but I'm not going to play that card. I'm just going to discard it at the end anyway. So that's the end of my turn. So clean up, resolve a star, place a glory. So I will place it on the Tholians. And we clean up our cards into the discard, and we draw 5. 1, 2, 3, and a new reserve for 5. There's data. Okay. So that's the end of my turn. So let's have a look. At Sisko. He has no away teams out. So this is the Xindi reptilian ship. So this is Xindi and the ship. There's nothing on here, so we'll just go to ship. If able, log a starbase. We do have Deep Space Nine. So we log Deep Space Nine to resolve the top card of the supplement deck. And this is the supplement deck. This is all his extra cards. So we're resolving a directive. So we'll do that immediately. If able to do both, log control location. No, we can't do that. Otherwise, send an away team to a neutral location. So they will send with the bot's fewest tokens. If not the most valuable. So these two are the most valuable, but they will go to the left one. So they're not going to go to us. They gain 1 influence. And they dismiss the duty officer. So this directive just stays in play. So then we go back to the ship card. So we deploy this ship. So we have the Xindi reptilian battleship. It explores. So when a ship explores, it goes to a location with the fewest total tokens. So the Xindi ship is going to explore till garner 4. And then we send an away team to a neutral location. So they are going to go where the bot has the most tokens and most valuable. So it's going to go to Corvan 2. So that's that. So they've got another card to play yet. And this is Wesley Crusher, the encounter card. So he is a transcendent. So this here is the first one on his trait. So if able, gain a Bajoran. They will always take cards from here, from the market. So there are no Bajorans. Dominion. No. Changeling. No. Otherwise, gain 2 military and 1 glory. So they get a glory. So that's interesting because he's transcendent. Does a different thing. Usually the encounter card would go off, but the traits are always looked at first, and then the duty officer card is next. So those are his cards. They get discarded. and we put a token out. So this would come to us, but there's nothing on it, so it doesn't need to. So we get 7 more tokens. And this one will go on the least valuable. This is worth 1, 2, 2, 4, so it will go on Talok. And it's our go. Yeah. So, resupply, no. Control, no, we still don't control anything. They control quite a lot. So, well, they don't control a lot, but they've got a lot going on up here, so I need to be wary of that. Okay, let's play data for 1. I'm going to gain 1 influence. And then I'm going to play this red alert. Put a card on top of your deck to return this card. So I'm going to put Beverly Crusher on top of my deck to return this card. And then it also says you may promote a person from your staging area to duty officer. So I'm going to promote data. And then I'm going to play diplomacy. Gain an ally and log this card. So I'm going to gain the Tholians. So I get a glory for that because there was 1 on them. And the Tholians come into my hand, and I'm going to use Jean-Luc Picard's reaction. After gaining an ally, discard a card. So I'm going to discard Lenara Khan and gain 1 glory. So I'm building up my glory. And you may beam the gain card to a ship. So I'm going to beam it to the Enterprise. And this card gets logged. Now data says log a card from your hand. If you do, gain 1 for every 5 cards logged, but we're not using that now, but that's what we have. We've only got 2 cards logged at the moment. But the good thing about having a duty officer as well is it takes them out of your deck. So that's quite good. So I have used all my actions and all the 5 cards, and I'm getting close to finishing peace negotiations. Everything's a bit skew with. Sorry. So we don't resolve a star date. We place glory. I don't need the binars particularly now, though they are alien, so they count towards seek out new life. Talok would be good, and he is not a Klingon, but But allies are also good because Picard has this end game. Score 1 glory for each of your ally cards. So I'm going to put it on the binars. And we'll see. Okay, so that's glory place. We discard and we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. That's good. We've cut down on our cards in our deck, which is good because we want to get through them. We want to get to development cards as quickly as possible as well, which give us victory points, etc. So that's the end of our turn. So, Sisko. Another 2 cards. He does not control any locations. So we go on to our actions. So he has the USS Rio Grande, which is a ship. If able, log a starbase in play to resolve the top card of something. No, we can't. Deploy this ship, it explores. So we deploy the USS Rio Grande, which is one of his ships. And it explores. So the fewest total tokens. So the Rio Grande is also going to go to Tulgana for it and the Zindi. Send an away team to a neutral location. So we will send an away team to a location with the most of bots tokens, if tied most valuable. So it's going to go to Corvan 3. So they've got 3 there. So next round they would get Corvan 3. Yeah, that's that one done. And then the second card is Jadzia. So Jadzia is Starfleet scientist Trill. And she's a person. So person, discard the top 3 cards of the deck. So 1, 2. Now we don't discard any more because this isn't the point where they get new cards. Just discard the 2. We do everything we can. Gain 1 influence or military, whichever is lower. So influence is lower. Gain a ship. Or an influence. So if any contributes the amount equal to the bot's current multiplier on the corresponding speciality track. So they will get the most valuable. So this has a ship influence. So these 2 have ship and influence. And unfortunately for me, this is 2. And this is now 3 because I'm... Yeah, so for them actually, the most, not for me. Doesn't matter about me. So this is worth 2 and this for them is worth 4. So they are going to take Talok. So they get the 2 glory. And they gain Talok. So when they gain, it goes to their discard pile. So Talok is refreshed. They're a changeling. Okay, so that's their 2 cards. So we place glory for them. And they will put it on the least valuable for us, which is Laz. That's the end of their turn, and it's my go. Okay. Okay. So I just need one more step on my influence track. But I don't think... Beverly, Beverly, Beverly. Okay, I am going to tap my Enterprise to promote a person from your hand to duty officer. So data will go into the discard, and I'm promoting Beverly to duty officer. Beverly has a reaction after taking an incident, discard a different card to return the incident and gain 1 glory. So then I'm going to play Worf, and Worf says, play, take an incident. And so as soon as I take this, the reaction is, after taking an incident, discard a different card to return the incident and gain 1 glory. So I'm going to discard Strange New Worlds to return this card and gain 1 glory. And then we continue. Discard the top card of your deck. Send 2 away teams to a neutral location. So I'm going to send them to Archer Ball. Okie dokie. And then I think it's interesting because analyze, its action is take an incident to gain a ship, and Beverly would stop that incident from happening. I could just discard Will. Or I could play Will, draw 2 cards from your discard pile. You may spend 1 dilithium to send an away team to a location. And I could send an away team to Corvan. And that would be quite good because they have 3 away teams here. So they will control this location next. But if I send an away team there, they will not have 3 or more. So they will not control it. And that is 3 victory points for them. So I don't really need to gain a ship. So yeah, let's do this. Let's play Will. I've actually got 2 actions left, but anyway. So I could play this anyway. Okay, draw 2 cards from your discard pile. So what do I want? Let's draw Set a Course. And Lenara Khan. You may spend 1, I will, dilithium to send an away team to a neutral location. So I'll send my last away team to Corvan 2 to F them up. If you targeted a control location, trigger that card's control operation. No, I didn't. So I have 1 left. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Nonara because I quite fancy having another anomaly. But I will play. So I will. I need a card to discard to return the incident that Beverly, as a reaction, will be able to do. So let's play Analyze to get 2 dilithium because I think I'll need some more dilithium. And then I will play Lenara. You may spend 1 dilithium to gain 2 glory. She's pretty cool. You may take an incident. So I will take an incident. But then Beverly comes in. After taking an incident, discard a different card. So I will discard Set a Course to return the incident and gain 1 glory. So I've just got 3 glory there. And we've just finished this Stardate card. So that goes to the bot. And then we put 6 more glory on there. So yes. So then we may take an instant. So we've done that. And to scan for an anomaly. Now this is where this comes quite useful. This is a common card list. So we want anomalies. So an anomaly is this symbol. So I think we want people as well. Are there any anomalies in people? So when we scan, when it's just scan, we can look through the whole thing. So in cargo, there is an unstable wormhole that is an anomaly, and that hasn't come out yet. People, I don't think people are an anomaly, are they? Who knows? No. No. There are allies who are anomalies, and an ally would give us a victory point because of Jean-Luc. I don't... Oh. Organians. I don't think anyone's got them. Okay, so let's scan allies. So we take the ally deck and we're basically going to look through it. The first anomaly we come across. Here we go, Organians. Yeah. So these ally cards get shuffled up. So when we gain a card, top of our draw deck or discard pile, we could also... I know we can't use Picard's reaction now because we don't have a card to discard. So are we going to put these on top of our deck or in the discard? I think we'll put them... Oh, they're a Transcendent as well, which adds to our Seek Out New Life. I think we'll put them in our discard. Okay, so that's the end of our turn. Clean up, resolve the Stardate. No. Place Glory. I don't think I do have a changeling, so I'm going to put it on Lars again in the hopes that I can get him at some point. And then we clean up, so we take our actions back, we discard all these cards, and we draw. So now we got 1, 2, 3. Still not through our reserve. We get this card, 4, which is our Type 7 shuttlecraft. 5, it's the Organians. Ah, good. I've got utilised, so I can complete my first goal, which is good because it also means that I will score points for any cards that I have with these traits. Skills. Okay, so it is the bot's turn. So they've got a clean up step with the Stardate card. So they are going to draw 2 cards. They do not have any locations to take because I put one of my away teams out. So they're going to draw, get a new card, draw 2. And we will see what they are. So they have Miles. So Miles is a person, but he's a Starfleet engineer human. Yeah, so just a person. Discard the top 3 cards of the deck. Gain 1 influence or military, whichever is lower. And gain a ship. So they will, there is no influence. So they will just gain the pack-led freighter. So the sonar battlecruiser has come out. And then next we have the wormhole. So this will go out into play for them. So the wormhole and a location. So they would just do the location. Log the top card of the bot deck. So Kira goes out of the game for them. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. Gain 1 influence. Log duty officer. Oh! So wrong. I've been playing that wrong. Oh, well, okay. So let's potentially go back. Yeah, that's kind of tricky. So we'll take that back. And that. And that. And this. I think that was lower. Gain a ship. Ooh. So I think it was the pack-led freighter, sorry, just retconning this. So actually what would happen is they'd gain one influence. They'd send an away team to a neutral location. The most bot tokens. So they will send it there. So they're back up to above 3. Promote this card to duty officer. So actually this would come true anyway. Log the top card of the bot deck. So that, yeah, that's right, because it's changed. Discard the top 3 cards. Gain 1 influence. Log the duty officer. And then this, the wormhole will go out into play. And then in the cleanup step, during the next phase cleanup step, wipe the market, removing all tokens. So they all go out. And we replace these cards. And any neutral locations with no tokens present, but they all have tokens. Okay, so then they place glory. So the least valuable to us will be Luxwana Troy. I think that's a mistake. She's very valuable. And she's a Betazoid. That would be quite helpful to us. Okay, so it's our go. So there is no resupply, but we do get control of another location. So these come back. We get Archer 4. Archer 4 has a resupply action, which is draw a card, then discard a card. I don't think you... Oh, yeah, some. And it gives us another spot on influence. And then Memory Alpha has come out as the next location. Control, you may log a card, you may duplicate a play operation of a person target ally directive from your log. After logging a card, gain 1 glory. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I do want to get above 4 on my influence track. So I'm going to play utilize for an action. Gain 1 on a speciality track, for each matching skill icon you have in play. So we have 2 influence in play. So we will move 2 up. So now we have completed this peace negotiations. So that will give us 5. And I can do this at any time, but I'm going to do it now because we draw 4 cards, so it's helpful to have some actions available to work out what I'm going to do. So when a goal is completed, we get the reward when we want to, at any time in our turn. So we gain 4 dilithium, and we draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we may junk a card from the market. I think we'll just junk this sonar battle cruiser. And we've got the USS Bozeman. Okay. So then we need to decide what we're going to do. Oh, and also we've completed that. So we now have 5 victory points, and everything we have on here comes into play. I don't know how many of those sorts of cards we have, actually. I don't think we've got many. So now we need 3 Klingons on. Oh, and also, sorry, I should say, when a goal is completed, the cards that have been beamed all go into our discard. So these 3 go into our discard. The ship doesn't go back like it would if a location is completed. So what do we got? What do we got? You know what? I don't have any Klingons. Which is a worry, but I might have 6 different species. So I'm going to use my Type 7 shuttlecraft, and this is a free play, gain 1 dilithium. Then you may either beam a card to a ship or recall a card beamed to a ship. So I think I'm going to Memory Alpha is worth 5. I'm going to beam the Organians onto the Enterprise because I need 6 different species in play. And next, I have 2 actions to go. I'm going to play Set a Course. I'm going to discard up to 3 persons to send the same number of away teams to the same location. So I'm going to discard Worf and Will to send 2 to Memory Alpha. Or should I stop them getting that planet? No, I'm going to go for another planet myself. That's only 3 for them, and I would get 5 for that one. Okay. And then I'm going to get rid of this incident. So play, spend 2 dilithium to return this card. If you have an engineer in play, which I don't, gain an action. So this goes back. And these 2 I can't use. And I don't think I want to keep them. Anyway, so we go to clean up, resolve Stardate. No, place glory. Sure. I think I'll place it on Luxwana. And discard and draw. So these have to be discarded. Draw. I don't think I want either of these. No. Okie dokie. Six different species. I've got Transcendent there. I'm just looking through my discard. I've got Alien, Kelpian, Alien. Aliens count as a different one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. And I'll have a look what I've got in the next few cards. Oh yes, so I've got to draw cards. 1, 2, 3. So I've got a Trill. So I just need 1 more. If I can have Lenara in play. So I'm shuffling, and this time I'm going to get a development. So let's just look at developments. So I have the Daystrom, which gives me skills, which is good. I have Tamarian's Alien, so that gives me the other one that I want. I have Deanna Troy, who can get me glory and changes the nature of incident cards so that they can be more easily got rid of. Geordie, who I tend not to go for loads of ships. I don't know why. You may find a ship, it's not really good for me. I have a Make It So directive. Return an instant from your hand or discard pile. So that's good at getting rid of instants. And also requires 4 influence. 4 influence, which I have. Select a secured neutral location and take control of it. Log this card. So that means that I can just take a location before the start of the next round. It's also got a research token on it, so it will be probably 2 points by the end at least. Or Starbase 74, a location, find a person, you may discard a different card to play the found card. Which would be which is good for Seek Out New Life. And you can have another duty officer. I think I might take Make It So. Now with these development cards, you pay the costs. So development cost is 3 dilithium. And then the same as reserve cards, it goes on top of your deck, but this is coming out. So that's my 5 cards. Because I don't think I'm going to get the 3 Klingons because I've only got Worf. I haven't managed to find any other Klingons. I haven't really been going through the person deck. Anyway, that's the end of my turn, but I do... No, I placed Glory already. Okay, so we have no duty officer. But first of all, control. So they are going to control this location. So they get their away teams back. I have 1 away team there. That comes back, but I get 1 glory for that away team being there. They take control of this location. So we do the location action for them, which is log the top card of the bot deck. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. Gain 1 military. If able, return a ship from the bot discard pile to the top of the bot deck. So we look through the 3rd discard pile from top to bottom, and there is no ship. So we don't do that. Okay. So that's them resolving locations, control. And then we do the 3 actions. So they have 1 card, and then they're going to shuffle these. And get another card on top. So that will become their 2nd card. So, oh, Wesley Crusher's back again. So Wesley Crusher is transcendent. So if able, gain Bajoran, Dominion, Changeling. No. I just realised actually we can actually beam cargo as well, and this cargo has a Klingon symbol on it. So that would satisfy our 3 Klingon on the same ship. It doesn't say people, it just says Klingon. Yes, so transcendent, sorry. None of those are available. Otherwise, gain 2 on the military track and gain a glory. And then, oh, Odo's back. So Odo Changeling Security. So Changeling Dominion, log the top card of the bot deck. That's Jadzia. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. So it's a utilized directive. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. 1, 2, 3. If able, log a person from the bot discard pile. Yes, Kira's there. to send an away team to a neutral location. So they're going to send to the box most tokens. So they're going to go to Tilgana 4 this time. Otherwise, going blah blah blah. Yeah. So we're still finishing off changeling. Resolve the top card of the bot deck. If this card is a person, promote it to duty officer. So Odo becomes duty officer. And then these two are done. We're going to place glory. So we're on to the last card. They're going to place it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're 5 away maximum from the end of the game. So the least valuable to me, Laxwana is now 3. This is worth 2. This is worth 3 because it has a skill. So it's going to be the Mekhleth. And that's the end of their turn. So now, as you can see on their on the Stardate card, it now says 3. So they're going to draw 3 cards each turn instead of the 2 they have been doing. This is the Ensign bot. So yeah, that's what's going to happen now. So it's my go. So I really, really need to get these either Klingons or 6 different species out. Yeah, I've got some choices here. So I can't take a person. I could take cargo. I'd have to discard 2 cards to gain a cargo. So I think, do I want to do that? I think I should try and get the Klingon thing if I can. I think I might have time to do it. And there's not much else I can do in terms of my CCAT New Life. I could beam the Adosians onto the Enterprise. I could play the Adosians for this bottom action, but gets me encounter card, but then the Adosians are logged. And I get an encounter card for completing this anyway. So I think I'm going to tap the Enterprise, discard a card to beam a card here. And I don't think I'm going to use Lenara Khan. Though she needs to kind of go on a ship as well. Discard a card to beam a card here. Yeah, I'm going to discard Data. to beam Lenara to that ship, to the Enterprise. Oh, I've also forgotten I had a resupply action, which is Archer 4, which is discard a card, draw a card, then discard a card. So I'm going to discard, make it so. Okay. And then I'm going to play Analyze. Discard 2 cards to gain a cargo. So I'm going to discard these 2. And I'm going to gain the Mechleth. And I will put that on top of my deck. And I've still got 2 actions. But I can't do anything. So I'm going to place a Glory. On Black Swan, a Troy. And discard and draw. Not 6, 5. Okay. So they are going to control this planet. So they get their away teams back, and these 2 ships are discarded. So they go into a discard pile. And they get this, so it goes into their row. Tulgana 4, so they activate their Ambassador Starfleet business Klingon. Their location, log the top card of the bot deck. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck, so there's only 1 left. Gain 1 influence, log duty officer. So yeah, they're logging a lot of cards. And now I'll shuffle. And get a new card. So they're getting 3 cards now. So I'm just going to move their... Oh. Move this down here. So their first card is the Defiant Starfleet Romulan Attack Cloak. So attack. Send an away team to a neutral starbase. Starfleet location. Oh, so that's starbase there. Up here. If this card is a ship, it is. You discard a card. Great, okay. So I have to discard a card. I'll discard Strange New Worlds. And deploy this ship, it engages. So they're deployed. The Defiant is back. And engaging is slightly different. Engage, warp the ship token to the neutral location with most of my tokens. So they're going to warp here to Memory Alpha. Little bastards. Yes, it engages. Otherwise, and there's no otherwise. Okay, so then we go on to the second card. Analyze directive. There is no duty officer now. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck, but oops, I can't do. There are no cards. Oh yes, I can do. Okay, so I've done that. If able, log a person from the bot discard pile. Nope. Otherwise, gain 1 on influence on military. They're getting high up on those. And gain a person. Oh no! So they're going to take Luxwana from me and get these. Glory. Oh, Admiral Pressman. So that's done. So their third card is their Wesley Crusher card, which is Transcendent. If able, gain a Bajoran. Dominion. Changing. No. Otherwise, gain 2 influence, 2 military, and glory. That's a good card. So that's that done. And then they place a glory, of course, on the least valuable for me, which would be Admiral Pressman. Okay. So I only have 4 cards because they took 1. I'm kind of struggling to get these next 2 done. Okay, I'm going to use set a course. Discard draw a card, then discard a card. So I'm going to discard recruit. Warp up to 2 of your ships. So I'm going to warp the Enterprise. I'm not going to warp it to that planet because I need the Enterprise. And then I'm going to play definitely for an action. Gain 1 on speciality track for each matching skill. So now I got 1, 2, 3 on the research track. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to activate the Enterprise to discard a card to beam a card there. So I'm going to discard my Mechleth to beam the Tholians there. It's not great. Still got 2 actions. I'm wasting actions. It's annoying me. Okay, so I'm not going to get all my different species out. This is annoying me. So I've got to place a glory. I'll place it on the Bozeman. Discard my cards to draw up. So 1, 2, 3. For oh no. And then decide a development that I want. That's quite good, actually. The datum is quite good because I can scan for synthetics, but are there any non-Starfleet synthetics? Because they can't be Starfleet. Moriarty. Peanut hamper. Okay, so there are 2. But also it would really bump me up on... I don't know how many skill cards I've got, really. I think I'm going to take Starbase 74. So that will go on top of my deck and into my hand. And that costs 2 dilithium and a latinum. Okay. So we've got our 5 cards. Okie dokie. So that's the end of our turn. So now, oh, what am I doing? Oh, I've done that already. So now it's Sisko's go. So they are drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, and they don't have that many cards left now. 3. And they do not control any locations. So, oops, dropping my books. So, plasma manifold engineer cargo. Okay, so cargo, discard the top 2 cards of the bot deck. If able, log a person from the bot discard pile. So they will log Luxwana. Gain 1 glory. So that is triggering the end of the game. So we'll have 1 more round. Gain 1 influence. Gain 1 military. Send an away team to a neutral location. Wow. So the most of their tokens, the most valuable. So they're going to go. Oh no, this is the most valuable. No. Okay, so send. Move away team token to neutral zone with the most of the bot's tokens if tied most valuable. So they will go there. So they're messing up my plans for Memory Alpha. Okay, next card is Strange New Worlds Directive. Discard the top 3 cards of the bot deck. If able, log a person from the bot discard pile. No. Otherwise, gain 1 on whichever track is lower, influence on military, and gain a person. So they're gaining Admiral Pressman. They go into their discard. And then their last card is the People of Bajor. So Bajorans. So there is a special one on this card. Bajorans gain 1 and 1. Geez, they're going up on these tracks. Take an incident. So when they take, they put it on top of the bot deck. If an ally is in the bot discard pile, I don't think so. No. Send 2. Otherwise, you dismiss 1 of your duty officers. So Beverly gets dismissed. And the bot gains 2. So it's at the top of its military. If this card is a person, promote it to duty officer. No, it's not. So that's the end of their turn. So these go into their discard. And then we get 1 more turn each. But they will, I think this is how, I've tried to find this out and I haven't successfully found this out, but they will place glory, I believe, but it will just come from the tray of glory tokens. So they will place 1 least valuable to me, which is Admiral Jarrock. Okay, so I can resupply. So I'm Archer Forces, I draw and I discard. I'm going to discard the Mek'leth because I have not completed that. I also cannot get out my 6 different life forms, which is annoying. But I think what I'm going to do is play Starbase 74, which is here. So take control of this location. Find a person. You may discard a different card to free play this person. So when it says find, I can basically look anywhere. So from my draw deck, discard pile, or reserve deck and add it to my hand. So what do I want to free play? So let's take data. And we can free play him to game 1 on our tracks. Gosh. Gosh. There's not a lot I can do. Do you know what? I can send things to locations, but I won't be able to control anything, but I'll get victory points for those at the end. I've really run out of... Oh, it's such a shame. I was doing so well. I played Jean-Luc a couple of times against Sisko and really thwacked him. And this time I've kind of got a little unstuck, probably because I'm talking and overthinking. But now I've drawn cards that are just not really working for me either. Oh, ho-hum. All these cards are not any good. Okay, I'm just going to play my Analyze Directive, discard 2 cards, because Worf and Will Riker are no use to me to gain a cargo. So I'm going to gain the Borg Spatial Trajector. And I will put that in my discard pile. And then... this is no use to me at all, so I'm just not going to play it. Unfortunately, it won't do anything for me, so that's the end of my turn. So we resolved, we place a glory, and I will just place it on something they probably don't want. On that. And these will come back. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. Because I don't think I've won this one. Not done very well. Okay, so to even up, they are going next. So they don't win control of any place. They get 3 cards out. So they get another card from their deck. And let's see what they're doing. So they've got an incident. Discard the top card of the bot deck. Gain an ally. So they will gain the Emerald Chain ally. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. They will not gain them. So they will gain a person first. Oh, a person or an ally. So whoever's costs more. So actually they will get the Emerald Chain lady. And then this is returned. And then next card is friggin' Wesley friggin' Crusher again. Transcendent. If able, gain a Bajoran. A Dominion, a Changeling. No. Otherwise gain 2. They can't gain any more. And 1 glory. Wesley Crusher. The Orb of Prophecy. Okay, is Transcendent. If able, gain Bajoran, Dominion, Changeling. No, otherwise. So they just get another glory. Okay, that's the end of the game. So now we score up. And first of all, what I need to do is gather all their cards. And so this is all the cards that they have. And all their glory. Same for me. Same for me. So same for me. Gather all my cards. Cards that are in my log. Yeah, I'm not going to win this game. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win this. Okay, so Picard and Sisko. So first of all, we count up glory. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I have 17 glory. Okay, and then we look at the leftover places, and we will get locations. Sorry, and we will get 1 glory for each token still out there. So they have 3 and I have 2. Wow, that's close up. I don't know if that close up. That's better. And then we have end game. So for me, I think, oops, I'm just going to sort through these cards because some of these cards, it's a bit easier to count things up. Some of these cards can have end game scoring on, but the only one for Picard is this. Score 1 for each of your ally cards. So I've got 1, 2, 3, I think. I really didn't get many cards. 4. So I get 4. Sisko has 1. Score 1 for each controlled location you have in play. So, well, that's interesting. It does say you can just collect everything up. But now I can't remember. I think that's really annoying. Definitely Bajor had gone. Gosh, it's really raining outside all of a sudden. So I think he had 3 as well. He had 3. And then we do pluses and minuses on the basic card. So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 19. They have such more bigger deck than me. And they have, well, I'm just going to separate some of these. Yeah, they're going to beat me. Bad style, I think. And they have 3, 9, 12, 13, 14. But I've just seen what they have in red. So the research, I have 1, 2, 3 research cards, which are 2 each, so that's 6. And I'll do mine. I have 1 influence, which is 1. Terrible. No red. But they have this 1, 2, 3 red, which are at 6 each. So that's 3 6s are 18. And they have 1 yellow, which is 4. No blue. And then I also get for goals achieved. So I get 5 for that. So they definitely beat me because of that. Well, I think so. So let's see what they got. 1, 2, 3, oh sorry. 5, 8, 9, 13, 21. 1, 2, 3. So they got 51. And I got 7, 9, 13, 21, 27, 28, 33, 1, 2. So I got 53. So I just beat them by 2. Well, there you go. Surprise, surprise. But that's a very low score. I think, where's my last score? Yeah, so here we go. 75, and they got 57. So, yeah, I just didn't quite do it that time, which is annoying. But I have been really enjoying this game. that was like playing it. Usually with a lot of solo games, actually, I play them in parts. So I'll play for a little bit, then have a break, and then come back. There are benefits to playing it all in one go, but I think playing it online, kind of, because I'm talking about it, I don't spend as much time as I might thinking about what I'm going to do. I thought I was doing really well at the start, and then I kind of, yeah, the time when I got 3 Klingons out, and I just managed to find Klingons. There's quite a big pile of cards for the person deck. But I feel like also we got through the glory tokens a lot quicker then as well. But there you go. That is Captain's Chair. And I do really like it. It's a really involved game. A little like the Imperium games by the same people. They are, I would say, for me, a little long. I would love it if it was like an hour and a half game, and it generally is like 2+ hours, and it's a really good game. Like, it's so well thought out in terms of the way cards play, and if you know Star Trek, you know, they all have meaning to the part of the lore that they come from, which is excellent. But I think it just plays a little bit too long. I wish it was a little bit shorter, and then I think it probably would be like a perfect game. But there you go. That's my thoughts on this, and I probably will play it again. I've been really enjoying it the last few days. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you tomorrow when I am unboxing Civolution. Okay, bye.